This segment is brought to you by La Una Local 183. Feel the power. Fried sweetened dough. When you bite into it, a soft crunch on the outside, but soft and fluffy on the inside. Portuguese people call them malasadas. I call them delicious. This fried cake is a Portuguese staple sweet. It's found in the homes of many Portuguese families leading up to the Lenten season. It's a Portuguese confection that represents culture and tradition. And what better place to see the process than at the Portuguese Club of Cambridge, where volunteers have shared and finessed the recipe from their ancestors and ancestors before them in handed down recipes. You've heard of malasadas if you have friends or family from the Portuguese islands of Madeira or the Azores. Malasadas are a traditional Portuguese pastry originating in these areas of Portugal. The traditional malasada is very simple, and it doesn't contain any holes or filling. Malasadas are sweet dough stretched out, fried, and typically coated with sugar or cinnamon. Like other cultures practicing the Catholic faith, the Portuguese make malasadas on Shrove Tuesday, the day before Lenten fasting. Making malasadas before the Lenten season was a way of using up all the sugar, milk, and butter before Lenten fasting began.
A quarta-feira vinha para se arranjar a cebola, a salsa e para cozer. E as malasadas eram feitas quando era o dia dos torresmos divindades.
Now let's compare malasadas to other fried treats around the world. Let's start with balushahi, a traditional Indian pastry. While balushahi is also a fried dough treat, it's made with flour, sugar syrup, and ghee, and a clarified butter. This makes it much denser and sweeter than malasadas, and it's often enjoyed with tea or coffee in India. Next up, we have Berliners, the German version of jelly donuts. Unlike malasadas, Berliners have a filling of jam or sometimes custard, which makes them heavier and less airy than Portuguese malasadas. Then there is punchki, a famous Polish dessert. Punchki is filled with various jams, chocolate, or cream flavors, but their dough is heavier and more bread-like than malasadas. Zeppoli from southern Italy are sweet, fried pastries often topped with fruit. While they can be light, the dough is more cakey than airy like malasadas and usually much smaller. Popular in Spain and Mexico are the churros. These are fried dough sticks coated in cinnamon sugar. But again, the dough is denser and crunchier than the fluffy malasadas. Lastly, puff puff. Puff puffs are a traditional snack or treats in West Africa. They're small, round fried dough balls coated in sugar. But unlike malasadas, they're often flavored with spices like nutmeg or ginger. So how do malasadas compare to these delicious fried treats? Well, for starters, malasadas have a unique texture that is crisp on the outside and soft on the inside, unlike most fried treats with a crispy texture and interior. The word malasada literally translates to poorly cooked, which may reference the perceived mistake of making the donuts crispy on the outside and pillowy soft inside. The dough is made with yeast, creating an air texture that melts in the mouth upon biting. Their uniqueness and popularity can be attributed to the fact that they are simple, yet flavorful and delicious.
And so that's it. Then you put this over there and you guys start doing the balls.
Faz as bolinhas ali e eles depois começam a fritar.
Got it.
You can get creative, from the original plain malasadas to malasadas filled with custard or other fruit fillings. They can be served hot or cold, making them a versatile snack for any time of day or year. Lastly, the popularity of malasadas can be attributed to how easy they are to make. Although the frying process can be daunting, the recipe is straightforward to follow. Yes, we can compare the different confections from different cultures worldwide, but what they all have in common is how they bring people together. The tradition of enjoying malasadas and sharing them with my family and friends leading up to the Lenten season is something I cherished as a child and continue to look forward to every year now as an adult. And the tradition has been passed on down to my children. So next time you visit a Portuguese bakery, consider asking for a malasada. Share them with your family and friends and start your new tradition.